For a long time, I was terrified of leaving. I mean, truly terrified. The idea of being alone. It felt even scarier than the relationship I was in. I remember this thought just looping in my head. I'll never get over this. But I did. And if you feel stuck in that same place right now, this is for you. I'm going to share the 7 steps that I took. Steps to not only walk away, but to build a life so full and so powerful that you become the one they wish they'd never let go. And the best part, it has absolutely nothing to do with them and everything to do with you. And let me be clear, this isn't about revenge, real power. It isn't about making someone regret losing you. It's about getting to a place where their regret is just completely irrelevant. It's about becoming so whole and happy on your own that their opinion just doesn't matter anymore. This is the journey of becoming the one who got away, not for them, but for you. It's about becoming the one who found herself again. So let's get into the 7 steps that changed everything for me. Okay, this first step, it might sound a little dramatic, but I promise you it's the most important one. You have to let yourself grieve. So many of us, we try to just sprint past the pain, put on a brave face, pretend we're fine. But healing, it just doesn't work that way. A loss is a loss, and you have to treat it like one. The relationship and that entire future you pictured with that person, it's over, and that deserves a real period of mourning. For me, this was pretty literal. I gave myself one whole weekend. I stayed in, watched the sad movies. I listened to the songs that I knew would hurt, and I just cried. I cried for the good times, the bad, and the future that was no longer an option. And it's so important here to acknowledge the toxicity and the pain without downplaying it. You have to speak the truth to yourself. This relationship, it wasn't healthy and it was hurting you. This isn't about blaming them. It's about getting clear for you. Acknowledging reality is the first real act of self-respect on this new path. So give yourself a set time frame, maybe a day, a weekend, and just let yourself feel all of it. Write them a letter you never send, scream into a pillow, call a friend you trust, do what you need to do to let the grief move through you, because you can't build a new future until you've properly said goodbye to the past. And remember, this funeral, it isn't just for the relationship, it's for the version of you that only existed in it. You're letting that person go to make room for who you're about to become. All right, once the funeral is over, it's time for the hard part, cutting the cord. I call it the digital decapitation, and I mean it. Block them, unfollow them, mute their friends, delete their number, all of it. This part, it's completely non-negotiable. And look, I know how tempting it is to keep that tiny window open. You tell yourself, oh, I just want to see what they're up to. But let's be honest, you're looking for a sign that they miss you. You're looking for a hit of validation. And every single time you check their social media, you're just picking at the wound. You're giving them free rent in your head and you're sabotaging your own healing. Think about it. Toxic relationships are built on broken boundaries. So this is your first real act of rebellion. You are declaring that your peace of mind is more important than your curiosity. You are taking back control of your own emotional state. And it's going to feel brutal at first. I'm not going to lie. Your thumb will hover over their name. You'll fight that urge. But every time you resist, you build a little more trust in yourself. You're teaching yourself through your actions that you can and will protect your own heart. Keeping them in your orbit, it just keeps you hooked. The goal here is indifference, right? And you can't get there if you're still sitting in the audience of their life. It's amazing how much of you can get swallowed up by a relationship, especially a toxic one. You start to forget what you liked, what you wanted, who you even were before they came along. Step 3 is all about reclaiming that person. Who were you before you met them? What did you love to do? What goals did you have? This is the time to reconnect with the person you put on pause. For me, that meant going back to things I'd given up. It meant spending Saturdays just exploring on my own and learning to actually enjoy my own company again. So start small, make a list, all the things you used to love. Music, hobbies, places, food, and just start weaving them back into your life one by one. This whole process, is about rebuilding your sense of self, completely separate from anyone else. It's also about proving to yourself that you are a whole person, all on your own. You don't need someone else to complete you or to give your life meaning. You are the source of your own joy. This is a journey of self-discovery, and honestly, it's one of the best parts of this whole process. You're not just going back to who you were, you're meeting who you are now with all the wisdom you've picked up along the way. Okay, so the term glow up, it gets thrown around a lot, right? And it usually means a revenge body or some dramatic new look. And look, while a new haircut or a wardrobe update can feel absolutely incredible, the glow up, that's an inside job. It's about shifting your focus from looking good to feeling good inside. This is about deep foundational self-care. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you fueling your body with good food? Are you moving in a way that actually feels joyful? A toxic relationship, it puts your nervous system through hell. All that stress, the anxiety, the drama, it takes a real physical toll. Your job now is to soothe that system. So maybe instead of hitting the gym with revenge in your heart, you could try going for long walks in nature, just to clear your head. Instead of some restrictive diet, focus on learning to cook beautiful, healthy meals just for yourself. This is not about what you look like. It's about showing yourself through your actions that you are worthy of being cared for. The external glow, the clear skin, the bright eyes, the confident way you carry yourself, that's just a side effect of taking care of your inner world. When you start to radically care for your physical and mental health, you radiate a kind of energy that no revenge body can ever compete with. You're not trying to be attractive to them. You're becoming attractive to yourself. So if this is hitting home for you and you're ready to commit to your own glow up journey, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button. We are all in this together, and I've got so much more to share about building a life you're completely in love with. You know, a toxic relationship, it can totally rewire your inner voice. It can leave you with a nagging inner critic that just echoes their criticisms, their gaslighting and their negativity. So building your self-esteem back up, it starts with taking control of your thoughts. Your mission here is to become the fierce bodyguard of your mind. The first step is simply noticing. Pay attention to that negative self-talk. When a thought like, I'm not good enough, or I'll be alone forever pops into your head, don't just accept it as a fact. See it for what it is, an old recording of past pain. Then you have to actively replace it. This is where affirmations can come in, but they have to feel real to you. So instead of a generic, I am beautiful, maybe you start with, I am learning to be kinder to myself. Instead of I am worthy, you could try, I am open to seeing my own value. Practice self-compassion. I mean, really, talk to yourself with the same kindness you would give to a friend going through the exact same thing. You wouldn't tell your friend she's a failure, right? So why on earth do you say it to yourself? It takes practice. It takes time to undo that mental damage. But I promise you, it is the most transformative work you will ever do. Your self-worth, it's not up for debate. It is not determined by who loves you or who leaves you. It's built in. Your job is to remember that one thought at a time. In a relationship, especially an unhealthy one, it is so easy to get addicted to the other person for validation, for happiness, for a sense of purpose. And when they're gone, it feels like your supply has been totally cut off. So this step, it's about breaking that addiction and becoming the source for everything you need. What this means is you stop looking outside of yourself for what you need. So if you're feeling lonely, instead of immediately swiping on a dating app, just learn to just sit with that feeling and comfort yourself. Feeling insecure, instead of posting a selfie for likes, so maybe write down a list of your own accomplishments. Celebrate your own wins. It doesn't matter how big or small they are. This is all about building an unshakable inner foundation. You learn that you can give yourself the love you were looking for from someone else. You can validate your own feelings. You can create your own happiness. When you become your own source, Your entire energy changes. You stop operating from a place of lack, of neediness, and you start operating from a place of fullness. This is incredibly magnetic. People are drawn to those who are already whole. And the ironic thing is, the moment you stop needing someone's approval is often the exact moment you get it. But by then, you won't even care. And this is the final and honestly the most beautiful step. This is where everything comes together. The ultimate way to become the one that got away is to build a life that is so vibrant, so full of your own passion and purpose that the breakup just becomes a tiny footnote in your incredible story. Your focus is no longer on getting over them. Your focus is on getting your own life back on track. So what have you always wanted to do? Learn that language? Start that business. Travel somewhere new. Do it. Pour all of that energy you were spending on the relationship, all the worrying, the analyzing, the waiting, and invest it back into yourself, into your dreams. Fill your calendar with things that actually excite you. Reconnect with friends and family who lift you up. Take on a new challenge at work. Volunteer for a cause you believe in. Live with intention. When you are genuinely passionate and fulfilled by your own life, you become completely indifferent to your past. The question of whether or not they regret leaving you, it just becomes absurd. You're too busy living to even think about it. You have regained your power. It's not about them seeing you and wanting you back. It's about seeing your own life and knowing with every part of your being that you wouldn't go back for anything. You've created something so much better than what you lost. You didn't just get away, you leveled up. So there they are. The 7 steps. Hold the funeral, do the digital decapitation, rediscover your identity, commit to the internal glow up, master your mind, become your own source, and live a life you're absolutely obsessed with. Listen, this journey isn't easy, and it is definitely not a straight line. There will be days when you feel like you're taking 2 steps back, but every single step you take towards your own empowerment, that is a win. The goal isn't to be remembered by them. The goal is to become unforgettable to yourself. Thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you, please give it a like and subscribe for more content on reclaiming your power and building a life you love. I'd really like to create a community in the comments. So tell me, what is one small step you're going to take this week to become the one who found herself? Share it below. You never know who you might inspire. I'll see you in the next video.